Are you tired of the stock market's complexity? Do you want a simple way to invest in the entire United States stock market? Look no further than Vanguard VTSAX. Hi, I'm Josh, and today we're going to dive into the world of index fund investing with a special focus on VTSAX. We're going to break down what VTSAX is, why it's a great investment option, and how to get started. So what is VTSAX? VTSAX is a mutual fund that tracks the performance of the entire United States stock market. A simple explanation of this is VTSAX is like a basket of stocks. Instead of picking individual stocks, you're buying a piece of many different companies. This helps spread out the risk and gives you a piece of the entire United States stock market. Okay, let's do this with an analogy. Imagine you have a basket of eggs. Each egg represents a different company in the US stock market. Instead of buying individual eggs, stocks, you buy the entire basket, VTSAX. This way, if one egg cracks, a company performs poorly, it won't break the whole basket. By owning the entire basket, you're spreading your risk across many different companies. VTSAX is a simple investment strategy. Set it and forget it. You don't need to do individual research on stocks and decide what to purchase and when to sell. One of the other great things about VTSAX is its dividends. Dividends are something that can be produced over the quarter, and they are then reinvested into the index fund as additional shares. This is an option you can choose. If you continue to do that, that will compound and grow over time. Another thing to consider and think through on these investments, why VTSAX, is just timing the market. Do you try to time the market perfectly and get the maximum amount of shares for your dollars? Or do you simply continue to invest and do it consistently? The answer, do it consistently. If you always try to buy at the best possible time, you may miss an opportunity of when it was the best possible time. The point, consistently invest. Don't try to time the market. One thing to note, Vanguard VTSAX has a minimum investment amount of $3,000. Please be aware of this when you go set up your account. You will have to have that much of funds to invest with to start VTSAX. This is the Vanguard website. We're going to go to our sites and go to personal investors. We're going to go down a path that I would go down to set up my account and how I have set up my account previously. Open an account. Now in this case, we're not a client, so we're going to continue with the get started on a new account. And now this is asking me how I want to fund my account. I'm going to select the first option, open a new account with money from my bank. The reason I'm doing this is I'm not going to roll over 401k into anything to fund this. I'm going to simply take funds that I have and use them. There's also a very handy video from Vanguard themselves that shows how to do this, and I will link that in the description. Continue. Now in this case, I don't want to go with Vanguard Advice Services. I don't want them to contact me or discuss. I want to do this on my own, so I'm going to go with on my own. Now I'm just selecting my account, so this goes through the steps of how and what kind of account you want set up. From here you can see I have 3 general options. One is retirement, general investing, and education. I'm going to go with general investing because that's what I want to do today. Now 2 options I'll go into a little bit here. One is myself. This is a brokerage account for you as an individual. If you select this option, you can see that it calls it up pretty clearly, individual brokerage account. If you go back and select me, another adult, maybe a more typical option because maybe you have a significant other or others you want to make sure this goes on to, you can select this option and then go to joint brokerage account. We do want to do a brokerage account. Cash management account is just not what we want to do today. We want a brokerage account so we can invest. So select. And from here, it just tells you again what you've selected so you know where you're going. So we're going to continue. And now you have a couple options. The first one's the one I would select. You can, of course, this is personal. You choose what you need. This is the option to say that if I were to pass away, all that money gets distributed back to the same person on the account, or the people still remain on the account. If you go with the tenants in common, it does not necessarily mean that they get the money. It could go to heirs. So maybe your children, for example. So in this case, we'll go with joint tenants right of survivorship and continue. And this is the point where I will pause and let you continue your journey on your own. This is where you're going to continue with your personal information, your social security number, your birthday, your date, all the good information they're going to need to pull your personal information, create your account, link your bank account, and then pull that fund in and get started with VTSAX. VTSAX is a simple, low-cost way to invest the entire United States stock market. I encourage you to start your investment journey with VTSAX. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more financial advice.